Harambee! Eneo hili si hivyo. Mambo ni matatu.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome back to our channel once again. President William Samoei Arap Ruto was in Mombasa County yesterday.
You know, the government of Dr. William Ruto has many fasts in the coastal region. Your Excellency, mambo mengi zamani tulikuwa tunaona wengine tu wanafanyiwa. Sasa hivi tunayaona yakifanywa maeneo haya ya jimbo la Pwani. Si ni kweli? Nataka nikwambie sisi kama watu wa jimbo hili tuko na furaha sana kwa kazi ambayo inaonekana. Na many people can take this for granted. Your Excellency, nilivyomwona my brother Mainga explaining to you kwamba watu wa kupanda SGR watakuwa wana connect easily from the town here and to connect to go onwards to Nairobi and beyond. Lakini lile la muhimu, watu wanafaa leo wavae dancing shoes ni Mheshimiwa Badi na Mheshimiwa Omar Mwinyi na watu wa Mombasa West, kwa sababu baada ya leo hawawezi tena kusota na mambo ya uchukuzi kutoka Mombasa West kuja Island kufanya kazi. Ni jambo kubwa sana. Kwanza ni shilingi 50. Ni kweli? Sasa pendapo wema ulipo nini? Pendapo wema ulipo nini? So nataka niwaulize watu wa Mombasa, mnayaona kama mimi ninavyoyaona?
And the president was not only in Mombasa. The president was in Nyali constituency. But the member of parliament for Nyali, Mohamed Jicho Pevu, boycotted that event. Why do you think Jicho Pevu decided to refuse to join the president? Because this was his constituency. He should have been the host.
My friends, the people of Kenya, maendeleo ya Kenya ilichelewa miaka nyingi. Hii ni kazi ambayo tungekuwa tumefanya miaka 20 iliyopita. Lakini kwa sababu ya uzembe ya uongozi na watu matapeli na wakora, sasa mimi nataka niwaulize, si mmesikia mtu mwingine tapeli anasema ati atakuja kusimamisha hii affordable housing? Yani nawauliza watu wa Mombasa, niwaulize kabisa. Yani mahali hapa ati kuna jamaa anasema mahali hapa tusijenge manyumba, iendelee kuwa mahali ya kutupa takataka. Ati mahali hapa tusijenge hizi manyumba, ati hawa vijana wote wamefanya kazi. Vijana hoye! Wale majamaa wote wale, vijana hapa zaidi ya 2000, ati watoke hapa. Nyinyi mnanielewa? Sasa mimi nataka niwaulize my friends. Mimi nataka niwaulize wale ambao wanashindana na sisi, ati watasimamisha affordable housing, ati watasimamisha SHA, ati watasimamisha transformation ya elimu, ati watasimamisha transformation ya kilimo. Watafanya hiyo yote kwa nchi gani?
In this video, I want us to analyze why Jicho Pevu boycotted that event. Because for me, it is significant. For those who follow the politics of Mombasa very closely, Mombasa County was one of the counties where William Ruto and IBC played games. And one of the individuals who played key roles for the president in the last election in Mombasa County was none other than Jicho Pevu.
Waswahili wanasema tembea na muuza marashi unukie marashi. Si mumeona marashi iko hapa na jeshi yake iko nyuma? Ushaona mtu anaenda kwa vita na vijana? Siasa ya Kenya imekuwa ni siasa ya kwenda vita na wazee. Safari hii ile last bullet muliambiwa sisi ndio tuko nao mfukoni. 2022 tunadunga.
The president is seeking for his re-election, and it was expected that Jicho Pevu was going to host him. But he boycotted. Why do you think he boycotted that event? For me, number one, the fallout between Jicho Pevu and William Ruto is now very clear. And I can take you back to, was it to last year? Or last year but one? I think last year. In last year, there was a day Rigathi Gachagua went to Mombasa. Most members of parliament, almost all of them, did not receive Rigathi Gachagua. He was still the deputy president. The only member of parliament who went and received Rigathi Gachagua at that time was none other than Jicho Pevu. And I remember when Rigathi Gachagua took the microphone, he really attacked the governor for Mombasa. From that moment, I knew that Jicho Pevu was going to lean towards Rigathi Gachagua and not the president.
100 Jicho Pevu mwenyewe, Mheshimiwa wa Nyali Moha, si mnamjua yeye? Hii kijana iko sawa pale mbele, si ndio? Hii vijana tunawapanga na rais, hii vijana kwa sababu ya mambo ya kesho. Tukiangalia pale Mombasa, tukiangalia mbele tunaona mwangaza. 50,000 makofi.
If he could receive Rigathi Gachagua at that time, what do you think stopped him from hosting the president? Because Nyali is his constituency. When the president went and toured those housing, affordable housing, Jicho Pevu was there. But yesterday, he refused. So I think it's now very clear that the fallout between the president and Jicho Pevu is now open and it can no longer be hidden. That's number one. Number two, there is something about Jicho Pevu and Ali Hassan Joho. It is very difficult to find Jicho Pevu and Hassan Joho on one side. I followed that event, and the main person was none other than Ali Hassan Joho. Joho stamped his authority during that presidential tour. I also want to assume that Joho was the main guy who was coordinating the logistics for this tour. And that did not sit well, in my view, with Jicho Pevu. Because Jicho Pevu still believes that Joho is still keen on his seat. Let me remind you how Jicho Pevu found himself with William Ruto. During the 2017 elections, Jicho Pevu was very popular in ODM party. He was one of the key figures around Raila Amolo Odinga. For those who remember, Raila had that event where he used to tour the country. Then, during party nominations, Joho had his brother, Saido. I remember this rally I was in where there was a major fight between Joho and Jicho Pevu because they didn't want Jicho Pevu to go to the podium. Then Jicho Pevu decided, okay, if it's like that, let me leave ODM, let me run as independent. So Jicho Pevu contested as independent and they won. After winning, Jicho Pevu had expected that Joho and the team were going to surrender. Joho was still the governor. Joho did not do that. They went further and challenged his election in court. By that time, Ruto was still the deputy president of the Republic of Kenya. So Ruto saw an opportunity which he really exploited. He went to Jicho Pevu and aided Jicho Pevu during that legal battle. So when Jicho Pevu won, he became very bitter with ODM. He became very bitter with Joho because Jicho Pevu even went to Raila and pleaded with Raila to ask Joho's brother Saido to withdraw the case. And that's how Jicho Pevu found himself working with William Samoei Arap Ruto. But one thing I know for sure, that ideologically, there is nothing which was really binding Joho. I mean, there was nothing ideologically which was binding Jicho Pevu and William Ruto. So I'm not surprised that they fell out. But his bitterness with Joho, because they were very close friends with Joho initially, their bitterness with Joho started manifesting. Up to now, when Joho is east, Jicho Pevu is west. When Joho is north, Jicho Pevu is this side. So the moment Raila Odinga and William Ruto entered into the handshake or the broad-based government, their individuals should expect to leave. Jicho Pevu, one of them. And in fact, I also explained to you guys that it's normally very difficult to find Boni Alwale and Raila Odinga on one side. Boni Alwale was also expected to leave. So Jicho Pevu failed to attend that event because of Joho. Number 3 is 2027 politics. Mombasa County is predominantly ODM party. In the last election, Jicho Pevu is the only UDA leader who won, I think. Only one. I'm not sure, but I think it's only one from Mombasa County. Even in the last election, he won independent. After falling out with ODM and is still interested in the governor, Jicho Pevu understands that UDA party itself cannot give him the ticket because Hassan Omar is there. The ticket is definitely going to go to maybe Abdul Samad if they'll agree, because ODM party and UDA party are planning on zoning. So if they agree on how to zone, then probably in Mombasa, it's going to be zoned for ODM. So his only hope is Rigathi Gachagua. Because if you look at Mombasa, there's a substantial number of Kikuyu voters in Mombasa. I think there might be 20-something% or 30% there, but I think 20-something%. He hopes that if he can add that and the rage against the president, now add the Gen Z factor, and he's also hoping that there are those people who are not just happy with this broad-based government. He hopes that if he can take that trajectory, then he can easily win the presidency. So being seen with President Ruto was going to annoy the bloc, which is targeting, which is the Gen Zs. And that's why he decided to boycott that event. Number 4, Jicho Pevu also feared being heckled. We all know ODM brand of politics. First of all, Jicho Pevu is seen as someone who is opposed to this broad-based government. Apart from that, he's seen to be someone fighting Joho. If he had shown up, I'm sure probably someone might have organized his heckling. And that's something he didn't want. And lastly, he's also sending a message to William Ruto and UDA party, especially in Mombasa. I think he's not happy that he was one of the individuals who really fought for UDA, but now he's being overlooked. I don't know what to think, but for me, Jicho Pevu has left William Ruto. Whether he's going to succeed in Mombasa politics, that one we can't tell as at now. The voters will decide. Until next time, this is Makwiny. Bye-bye.